Friends, hello, welcome back. Today we're going to be starting our series that we kind of started like a very long time ago, a couple years ago now, where we went ahead and we're going to go through all the teams. We're going to try to rebuild them or make them a Stanley Cup winner if they're already a playoff contender. We're going to try to build that team into a Stanley Cup winner, and we're going to try to do that all in 1 year. We're going to start this one off with the Anaheim Ducks, just going in a nice, lovely alphabetical order. The Anaheim Ducks, they got about a 93 mil on the budget. We can't really follow that because they got the finance and everything else. But the top players are Gibson, Gustafsson, and Raquel. Let's go ahead and jump into this, though. We are going to make sure, going to go over the rules here. We are in 85 overall. So we have our work cut out for us to begin with here. 85 overall is a very low overall in this game. Islanders, there's not too many teams. The Rangers, 83. There's actually a lot of low overalls right now. What is up with this? 88 for the Lightning, too. Maybe some things changed up a little bit here. I don't know. 88, though. Computer trades, we'll leave, it doesn't really matter, leave all off. We're going to turn player morale off because we're only doing this for a year. We're going to turn fog of war off. We're going to turn that off because we ain't got time. We're going to have to be able to rebuild right away as well. We can change this stuff. You guys have to let me know. We're not going to need GM firing. Head coach out at lines. That'll be us. And a salary cap we will leave on. Owner mode to turn off. And that should be just about everything. If there's something else you guys want to see change there. First episode in the series, so we don't have to really, we can change it up a little bit if you guys want to see it changed up. You have to let me know. Quick settings. Again, we'll turn injuries off. Autosave. Perfect. Difficulty all-star. We don't really play games anyway. Trade difficulty on medium. That would leave that as the default. Not that you can make trades in this game. Waivers on. That looks fantastic. The advanced settings, I think there is notifications or something we could probably turn off. We don't really have to turn them off, I guess. Waiver notifications, we'll turn those off, though. Trade off notifications, we will... Well, let's go stars only. We'll go stars only there. We probably would not have to worry about that. Blockbuster trade alerts again. Probably don't have to worry about that. We want to do the best we can to rebuild this team. Again, if you want to see the trade offer notifications, always, like I said, just let me know. We can change it. It's the first episode. I usually get rid of that stuff because it helps with the simming, where the simming doesn't take 6 years and stuff doesn't pop up. And a lot of it's just a bunch of random pop-up stuff that isn't really gonna affect us in a 1 year time span. So that's the reason we kind of just go out there and leave that stuff off for the most part. But like I said, always willing to listen to you guys' suggestions on this stuff. I know you guys want to see different things. You want to see different things. We all have different opinions on it, but I can do what you guys want to do. It's, it's small stuff, not a big deal. If we change it, turn it on, turn it off. But let's go ahead and view these lines real quick. Like we said, we have Getzlaff. Oh, wow, look at that first line. +3 on the overall in that first line. Silverberg, Getzlaff, and Raquel looking good. So we are not going to be switching these guys. Silverberg's a top 6 guy. Loves playing that first line role. Getzlaff, top 6, same story. No longer elite as Gustafsson. Top 6, second line forward, but it's working for Silverberg. So what do we have here? We have a, what do I see the player types at? Player type right wing, shoots right, auto senators, sniper. Okay, we have a sniper, a power forward, and a playmaker. So that's the secret sauce to a +3 in this game. We definitely do not want to mess with that line. As far as our other lines, it looks like we can do some bottom 6 help. Maybe if we can pick up some bottom 6 guys that can affect our overall to a +1 to an extent. What is... Oh, nice. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. We're good there. That was just what I was looking for. Perfect. All right, so we got a +3 overall on the shore. The Comtoy? Is he French? I'm learning. You take the S off in French, right? Comtoy? Is that it? Close. Sprong, Kessler. Wow, Kessler's way down here on the 4th line. Poor Kessler. I don't want to change this to mess things up. Yeah, to make it a negative. So it looks like we're going to have to find somebody to play with Kessler. Sprong is a sniper. Kessler's two-way. And we have a grinder as well. So we could definitely work on that 4th line. That could use some work there. Maybe scoop a couple of guys up there. I like that we have the +3. Case, Richie, again, a couple guys, maybe. I'm not too sure we could upgrade in that area as well. We look at the defense. We have Manson, Lindholm, Larson, Fowler. Definitely could work on the defense as well. Maybe get a 3rd pairing defenseman. Right now, we'll switch this up, see if this changes it. Good here, leave it like that, and mess with this. Still 71 +1. Okay, yeah, so we can definitely look for a defenseman. Thankfully, though, the one thing we got to work with this Anaheim Ducks team is John Gibson, and that the absolute monster, elite potential, elite goalie role, 26 years old, 2nd rounder. Great stats coming out of John Gibson here. We'll look at the extras, I guess, for now until we make some trades or something. Not extras, but the special teams now. We'll take a look. Raquel, we don't have any chemistry there. Definitely want to work on that. Richie, Lindholm, Silverberg. Let's see here. Let's see if we can move around. I guess we don't really have to get a plus on the power play. It ain't too big of a deal here. It'd be nice to have. Raquel, let's change you with... No, let's go up here with Case. Case is playing defense here. Let's try to switch that one up a little bit. Let's throw on Lindholm. Changing current line. I don't know where Lindholm was. He's on the first or second unit. I was gonna say I thought Lindholm was around here somewhere. I just did not see him. So we'll go all skaters. We'll go ahead and Reek. Try to build up. That's a two-way defenseman. That's going or two-way forward. That's not gonna help either. Enrique is playing on that line as well. We put him here. It doesn't. They don't care. Maybe we'll just stick with 0. It's not a big deal, I guess. Not really. I don't think it matters too much. We'll throw Cam Fowler back down here. It was Case that was down here before, right? It was a Case. We'll throw Case back there and probably a good place for him. A sniper, put him up there at the point, give him a good chance to shoot. We'd like him on that side of the ice, though, right? He's right-handed. He's right-handed. On the left side of the ice, we'll put it there. That looks good. The power penalty kill is not looking good. Shore is giving us a -1 in the overall here. He's got a defensive awareness of an 84, 83 on Kessler. Why is Kessler's defensive awareness so low? It's pretty solid in his own end. Manson 88, and then Lindholm 88. So let's see if we can not. Maybe Kessler we have to replace. I don't want to replace Kessler. There's a fourth line guy. He's there for a reason. Maybe Shore can play center. Does he play better with the draws? Shore's got a 75. He probably not. Kessler's pretty good at the draws. Maybe we have to replace Shore then, because you want to have a guy that can win the face-off draws. Kessler has an 89, so you want to have him winning the face-off draws if we can there. Take a look at these other guys. Rowney. You got it. There you go. 83. You know, a whole lot there. 85 out of Case. Maybe we can put Case back there to play some defense. Even though he's a sniper, he's played pretty solid by the looks of it. Or we can throw a name I cannot pronounce. You have a terrible defensive awareness. Checking 85. You know what? We'll try Case. Let's try putting Case right there. Yeah, that does. I know he's on a power play as well. He's going to be logging a lot of minutes, but he doesn't play. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a great idea. Yeah, love that one. They said do that more often. -2. So that was not the answer. It's because you know what it is? They look at it and say, oh, he's a sniper. He's got to be a terrible defenseman, right? That's probably what it is. Same thing to be said about that guy. We're going to try, I don't know. We might be stuck with what we have here. Two-way defenseman Henrique, Lindholm, two-way Raquel, power forwarding Getzlov. Definitely don't want Getzlov out there logging too many minutes. What about Richie? We'll put Richie in there. That's going to give us a -3. We're just getting worse now. I got to go back to what EA suggested, I guess. I don't even remember who EA had there, but I guess they was giving us the best possible line combo there. I thought maybe we could make something work here, but EA is just, they're not having any of it. We're staying at a -3 with every person we put in here. One of these guys has to be the answer. Was it Rowney? Or the Silverberg? There's a -1. I guess we're going back to Rowney. Rowney's playing on that line, though, so we can't have him double playing right here. We'll try Silverberg. Silverberg is a -2. Just somebody that doesn't drop her overall a little bit. Sure, fantastic. Yeah, sure, you'll play there. That's great. We're just not going to mess with that. Oh, we want to fix that up, though. -3 on the 3-man. Let's not be taking any penalties, fellas. That we might actually not be able to change that, though. That's kind of what we're looking at here. I'm assuming it's just not going to look good. It's a 5-on-3. What do you expect? It's going to be ugly. I can't really do too much of that. We got to have Kessler down there. That got us to a -2. Was we -3 before? Yeah, we'll get the first line to a -2. Second line -3. Not as big of a deal there. Definitely want to get those overalls up the best we can. We can go out there and trade for some players here real quick, as always, too. So that's going to help us out as well. Let's go ahead and propose a trade here and see what we can't fly across the boards. I'm going to try to take a stab at Gustafsson, I think. Gustafsson's got 1 year left on the contract. I don't think Chicago thinks that they are a playoff contender, so they're going to be willing to wheel and deal there. Do we have to give up an 19-year-old? It's probably going to take something. Ludstrom, 19-year fourth line forward, top 6 forward potential. Definitely a guy that's going to have a future in this league, I'm sure. But we are trying to win a Stanley Cup right now. And hey, if we can pick up Gustafsson and re-sign him right after it, it might work out pretty solid for us. That is obviously not going to be enough, especially on medium. They probably want us to send like a McDavid or something. But let's go ahead and take a look at draft picks. They would like a 5th. They would like a 3rd from 2021. Let's throw in a 3rd. See where that gets us. I don't think we're there just yet. Cheap contract too. That's a trade rejected. I don't think you wanted to read what you said because that's probably a very mean message. We're throwing a 5th. That is clearly not enough. This is not Madden we were playing here. The Chicago Blacks are totally unwilling to part ways with you what you requested unless you're going to give us something spectacular. I feel you. I feel you. We're trying to do what you would like when it comes to meet your trade block needs. Well, we can trade picks forever. I don't want to trade too many picks. 3rd and a 3rd. I don't want to just make it where we just trade an entire draft. Oh, 4. Huge feature away. That's probably the problem. What about a 2nd and a 3rd? A 2nd and a 3rd. Move taken care of. Okay, that may have been a slight overplay, but hey, Gustafsson can be a top line type of guy. I really like Gustafsson. Go to Rostemus. I do. I really like Gustafsson. I am just, no, I don't actually care about that. We'll edit the lines. That's kind of what we're looking for here. We no longer have a center down here. Oh, okay, that is definitely a problem. Okay, let's go to best lines, this part. Options, best lines. Yeah, that'll work. Hopefully it did not just mess with our NHL team. That's kind of what I was concerned about here. Henrique, yeah, we get the +3 there, +3 there. Looks fantastic. We look at the defense. Now we have a +1/+1, and we do not have a defenseman here, actually. So we will take out probably Coyle here, and we will slide in Gustafsson. Should be a big upgrade to the team. There we go. +1s across the board now. And we want to put him there. Yes, +3. That's a big upgrade. We're talking 87, 86 for Fallon and Gustafsson. We might actually put those guys on a first line. If that's going to be the way she goes, yeah, we'll throw them on a first line just to make sure. Yeah, we put Lindholm here on the third line. That's going to +1 net. That is, should we go? I don't know how much. See, the third line doesn't play a lot, so I feel like we shouldn't have to worry about that. But at the same time, if I could balance that out and +1 Delzada to a 79, it's only a +1 now. +1 at the end of the day. I'm assuming that does nothing. That is the same exact thing. So we're good there. Now we want to go ahead and take a look at the offense again. Like I said, it is definitely that fourth line. We can pick up an 80, 81. Like I said, we're looking for some bottom 6 guys here just to see how things go. I want to try to make sure we ain't going too heavy on just, picking up stud after stud. I think this team isn't too far away just because they do have Freddie Anderson. They used to have Freddie Anderson. Just because they have John Gibson in it, I think they have some potential there to make some moves. Or just take a look again, look for some guys on 1-year contracts. Hence, 80 overall. He's got a little bit of trade potential, third line forward. That's what he wants to play. 85 defense, 81 on the faceoffs. Decent shot, not the greatest. Hence, what do you think here, buddy? I am trying to pull up your stats. Get a look here, 22, 22, and 35. He was a -11 last year. Not very good. Don't like seeing that. Shooting percentage went down. Good shooter. See how he plays defensively here real quick. Not sure that'll really show an effect here in this game, though. That's the thing. Oh, he only played 1 season where he had a hit. Good for him. Okay, good for him. Nice. We had still had 87 hits, 23 giveaways. That's nice. Not a lot of giveaways. 33 takeaways as well. I like that, I think. That still seems a little pricey. They're willing to wheel and deal Harley. I don't want Harley. I am sorry to tell you. There's probably some guys with lower trade value down here. Faxa he's an 81. 1 year left. Another good option here. 85 on the defensive awareness, 78 on the faceoff. So he's not winning his draws. Not a big deal. He's got a little bit better of a shot, though. What if we try Faxa? Faxa, 1 year left. I am saying your name wrong. I know. I am very much aware. And we're going to throw you just a couple of draft picks. It shouldn't take much. We'll throw a third and maybe a second again. See, that is expensive when you really think about it. That is a lot for some players. But we're going to throw another second here. Third and a second. And I'm going to be over the 50 skater limit. Okay, so maybe we'll throw on a player instead of the second. Let's see if we can't give you a flyer on a guy here that we don't really have too much interest in. 20 years old. You have a little bit of trade value here in Morin. 20 years old. He was a second-round draft pick. What's he really done so far? I don't think this shows minor league stats. Does it show minor league stats unless he was in the AHL? No. So he's 20. Maybe we can walk him out the door. Very high coach satisfaction. Too bad. I'm not really concerned about what your satisfaction with my coach. So we can drop the draft pick then. Definitely giving up more than we should be getting here. Let's see if we can pick up a draft pick while we're at it. I don't think they'll give it to us. They're willing to wheel and deal him though. So let's throw on a third. And we'll see if we can make that happen right there. Yes, sir. All right, so we gained a third-round draft pick back. We gained facts, so let's go to roster moves again. We're going to take a look at the lines here. I hate how it brings me to this. Just bring me straight to the head of fantastic if you could do that. Thank you. So Kessler's still playing center. I like that. It's a good place for him. Go to the scratch players here. Again, I don't want to mess with the third line. They have good chemistry. I mean, we could talk about moving this line up, though. That is one thing we could consider doing. Now they're a -1. It's still better than a -2, but they're not a -1, you know? But I mean, yeah, if we could get, they don't really have to be though. I think I was gonna say if we could get them, we could swap this line. They are the fourth line. Now, who am I kidding? I was thinking the fourth line is a +3. So Sprung. What is the problem here? We have a sniper, we have a 2-way forward, and a 2-way forward. So we probably, what's wrong with the sniper? Let's put short here just to see what happens. That's the answer. Let's see what short player type is. He is a Dylan Shore. You have a 2-way forward. Okay. Henrique's a 2-way forward. Getzlaf is a power forward. If we switch these guys back to Kessler here, I didn't do it. Richie here. I'm gonna plug in just plug in, you know, that word. I guess that's not gonna be the secret to success though. That is not the secret sauce. We're gonna look for one more player then. I can't tell you I think we like that -1 at all. Maybe though, maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll work. We'll take a Kessler's got to go back to center. And then we'll go take a look at the, again, special teams. Maybe the special teams that improved there a little bit as well. +1 and +1 in the power play. I think that's better, right? Was that better? I think it was on a 4-man power play before. Yeah, we was. Henrique, Raquel. We'll get Case out of there. I don't know what he's doing down here, EA. Let's get Gustafsson in there. I like the idea of Gustafsson playing. I know he's a solid player up there. He can take care of business. Changing current line, that is still a 0, so that did not make EA happy. We'll leave it as is. The penalty kills what I'm worried about. Still -1. Manson and Lindholm Delzato. I don't think that's going to... Why did we go back? Did EA edit these lines for us? There we go. We're both at 0 there. Delzato's there. Manson, Fowler. We can see what happens, though, if we do put in Gustafsson. It'd be nice not to make him play, though. I'd like to use him offensively as much as possible, and EA agrees. They're like, don't put him. No, thank you. That's a -1. Put Delzato back. That looks good there. We are going to go and let's sim up a month. Let's sim up 1 month. See how these boys play. I don't want to make too many trades if we don't have to right away because I don't want to just throw guys out the door that may not exactly be needed. So let's go ahead and start this season up. Season starting against the Arizona Coyotes. That's a loss. Not a good start to the season. Overtime winner in San Jose. Beat the Wings. Lost to the Pens. Can we beat Columbus on the back-to-back? No, it's a tiring night. Losing to Boston. All right, we're starting a little bit slow here. Definitely not the way I wanted to see us go. 4-1 Buffalo. 6-2 over there in Carolina. Here we go. Starting to pick it up. 4 straight wins. As we talked about him, up to 7-4. Very good start there. There we go. Good month. 8-6, 9-5. Like seeing that. Like seeing that quite a bit. Loss over there in Vancouver. I think we're going to go 2 months, actually. I lied. I just realized that. I was thinking it was like a month. No, we're not. We're right here. We're perfect. 9-7 and 1 so far this season. We will go and take a peek. Raquel, 18 points. Nice start to the season. Love it. Love seeing it out of you, Raquel. That's perfect. -1 could be better. Getzlaf, Raquel, Henrique playing great. Case playing great. He's struggling down here as far as point production is concerned. It is Delzato and Flower, Lindholm, Larson. That's not a big deal. It's a defenseman, obviously. Kessler, though, 4 points. He is a plus, though. 4 assists over there for Comto. Is it Comtoy? I don't know. Is that the guy that is on our 4th line or his 3rd line now? I forget now. Can I check out my lines from right here? I don't think so. No, and he's playing on a 3rd line, which is killer because we want to keep that +3 there, and we cannot if he is off this line at all by the looks of it. Nah, it would not work, so I definitely want to keep Conto playing. That's unfortunate because he should be bringing up the rest of his line, though, with that +3. Like, you can't beat that +3 when they're going to give it to you. We'll see how the rest of that line's doing now. I mean, if they are struggling, even with the +3 overall, we can always stick them on a 4th line, though, and pick up another guy, you know, in that department. Move the 3rd line up. The 3rd line players up a bit there. Sprong, Shore. It is Shore struggling as well with a -4, 5 points. Again, something we're going to work on for sure. Definitely want to see guys dropping that minus. 2 penalty minutes, though, is decent, though, as well. Looking at the face-offs. Face-off is 33%. You're not taking them. 46, Kessler struggling, negative in a dot. Both of them are negative in a dot. Don't want to see that. Hits. Block shot 7. Shore is playing better defensively. So is Kessler. Tom Totally just not doing much of anything. He isn't giving a puck away a lot. He's got 8 takeaways, though, so that's good. 7 takeaways for Kessler. Again, decent. 20-7 there. The team lead is... But how do you sort this? Oh, it's left stick. I was hitting square. 26 by Raquel. Good defense there by Raquel. Shore is up there in that category as well. Bottom of the team is Larson. It looks like 2 takeaways. You want to play better defense there. But he's only playing 12 minutes a night. Not a big deal. Manson's the one I'd be concerned about. 4 takeaways. Playing 20 minutes a night. Gustafsson as well. Not as defensive. How has he been playing? That is not the button I wanted to click. 1 goal, 7 assists, and he's a -1. So the -1 is a little concerning, but he's putting up points, helping his team score goals at the end of the day. Sprong has 5 takeaways, 7 giveaways. Again, not playing terribly. We'll take a look at the team stats here real quick and see where we are in this area. Anaheim Ducks, we are currently in a playoff spot for whatever that is worth. Goals for per game. We are way down there. I see this right now. 2.47. The only team worse than us in the division is the Edmonton Oilers. So we need to work on the goal scoring. The goals allowed is elite, though. Top of the division, 2.36. How was that in the entire league? I think that was us, right? That was definitely us. I was looking at goals against per game. It is 1.8. Look at the Blue Jackets. Go team. Ducks, Jersey. Yeah, we are right here. So we're definitely looking to improve that offense a little bit. That is the area we need to work on, which makes sense because, you know, at the end of the day, we do have our guys with chemistry and stuff, but they are getting a little bit older. So let's see if we can't find ourselves somebody that can go out there and improve this offense real quick. Get us some more goals on the board. Definitely the area we're looking for here. We are not going to go trade first. We're going to look for a player first. Look at the Arizona Coyotes, though. Starting 12-4. Good for them. I think we might look Charlie Coyle here. He's 27. Again, another guy, 1 year left on the contract. Trade value is not terribly high. And more importantly, 10 goals on 5 assists. He's got 15 points this year in 16 games played, only 4 penalty minutes. You can't beat that. He's got solid stats too. 89, 85, 86, 88. The offensive awareness is running 85. We're going to see if we can pick up Charlie Coyle. What it's going to take, who knows? I don't even know if we can afford that salary. How much cap space do we have? Oh, we have plenty of cap space. We have cap space for days. They are obviously interested in our solid players that we're not going to give you, by the way. Sorry. Not going to happen. What about, here we go. How about Terry? 22. Hey, looking Terry. 77 overall. Or 4th line forward. Medium potential. 6 goals on 1 assist this year, though. Wow, he's been playing pretty good down there in the AHL. I don't know if I want to do that. What if we go with, let's see how Mahura's been playing. 10 assists. Wow, this first line's been killing it. 25, 10 assists, 24 minutes. We have to call this guy up. 10 assists, 7 on a plus minus. He has been killing it in the AHL. Look at this guy, 10 points. 10 points per, or a point per game. 10 point per game would be solid. 13 blocks, not a lot of takeaways. And by not a lot, I mean all of 1. He's on the game for, or on the ice for 24 minutes. 1 takeaway. We have to monitor him, though. Could be a guy we call up and send down. We have a couple of 78s, right, on our 3rd line. So definitely could be a guy we consider throwing in there. I like to see Charlie Coyle. Let's talk about Comto. That guy's just, I don't want to mess with that chemistry. I really don't. We're gonna leave it like that. Terry, you said did 6 goals, 1 assist, 4th line forward. I don't know if we have room for you to play anyway. Rowney, are you gonna be walked out the door? Likely he's gonna be out the door, and they like him. I like Charlie Coyle too because he's 2nd line forward. We can possibly slide him in that 2nd line. Maybe get their chemistry up a little bit there as well. We'll see. This is where that draft pick comes in big, though. We got that Dallas Stars draft pick we can talk about sending. I don't think that's enough in a trade offer. Now we can talk about another draft pick. Again, we're throwing these 3rds out, but it's 3rd round draft picks. You talk about Columbus, they don't care. They throw all the 1st rounds out for less. We're not going to make that trade work. No, not. 2/3, a Rowney. We might have to go, let's throw in a 2nd. Drop the 3rd, see if they like that. They do not. We might have to include the 3rd, 2/3 in a 2nd. That is a lot, but it is Charlie Coyle. He is going to help us win this possible Stanley Cup, maybe, because they are totally just not in for sending a trade offer, apparently. I really don't want to go 2 seconds for a guy like Charlie Coyle. See, it's difficult to deal with EA, though. They are not an easy customer by any stretch of the imagination when it comes to sending trade offers. What do you think about 2 seconds? The Bruins would go to trade block. When you're offering us in return isn't very interesting, doesn't meet our block needs. I very much feel what you're talking here. What if we go 3rd, and 4th? We're just going to give you the whole house. And Rowney. Trade rejected. You do not like that. We are making Charlie Coyle work. I don't care what you think, Dallas, or whatever your stupid name is. Boston. Where are you from? Boston. Okay. You know what? Watch this. 1st round draft pick. Straight up. Charlie Coyle. That is way too much. And they will probably reject this. But we are going to not send it because we have too many players in the organization. Okay, so we're going to throw Rowney back on. I was just trying to be greedy here and not throw Rowney on with him. We don't really need him. He's going to sit the bench whenever we go out there and trade for Coyle at the end of the day anyway. They are probably not going to take that because EA, why would they want a 1st round draft pick for Charlie Coyle, right? I mean, who would take that? Who would want a 1st round draft pick for Charlie Coyle? I mean, the guy's clearly very, very, very elite. Like, let's take a look at the stats again. I mean, this season he's been playing fantastic. He's a solid player on Boston. But I mean, 1st round draft pick, you gonna turn it down? You gonna turn that 1st rounder down from Boston? Boston, what do you think? 1st round draft pick Coyle? I don't think so, but we're working with EA here, so we'll throw in a 3rd. They're really just not going to do it because they do not care. They don't want to send away Coyle, and they have nothing about it. Like, they're talking about their trade block needs. I have needs too, and it's Charlie Coyle, and we are overpaying, and we are saving to resign your penalty free agents, and we are not comfortable taking on the extra salary. Shut up! Get off here, Rooney. We don't want to take on this salary. I finally give you all the money in the world, and you just don't want to do it. Boston, I seen how much money you guys got. You don't need to worry about that. Let's see a guy with no trade value and no salary cap bump. That would be Holzer. We'll throw you on just to balance things out here. What do you think about that? There you go. Good. I just paid way too much for Charlie Coyle. Unbelievable. Unreal. I just want the best lines for the AHL. Hopefully that just edits just the AHL. I never really know. I'm always very skeptical that's going to mess with my... I don't want it to mess with my NHL team. So, Rowney, you're gone. Thanks for playing. We got a 2nd liner in Coyle, though. So, hopefully that helps the team out. That's all I can really. What does he play center? I don't even know what position he plays. I'm over here picking him up. Fantastic. Power forward. I don't know how they're gonna feel about that actually. Let's see. We'll go here. It does get us the +1. We're putting it center. That doesn't change anything. So we got the +1 there. I think it was at 0 flat before. Faxa sprung again. Concerned. We moved up our. Well, we didn't move these guys up because we move them down. They're used to playing third line, and if we put them fourth line, then their overall goes down a little bit. So we don't want to do that. I guess we're gonna have to try to work with that. That's gonna be the answer here. Like I said, we have. What was the first line? Power forward, sniper, two-way forward. No, that's not it. Wrong. You are completely wrong. Power forward, two-way forward, sniper. Our first line is playmaker, power forward, sniper. So it's actually a playmaker that we're looking for here, not a power forward, I think. But we'll see how this works. Let's take a look at the power play units here real quick, though, too. Make sure we're getting him in there. That's a +1. Actually, our power play units got +1s now. They had +1s before. I said that last time. Raquel, Silverberg, Richie. We're not going to mess with the power play. We'll give them some. Actually, we might have to mess with the power play because I think they were struggling in the power play. 1 goal, 2 assists. 1 goal, 4 assists for Richie. 1x4 for Sprong. 1x4 for Shore. We might have to throw Sprong or somebody off here. He has no business beyond his power play. Let's throw on Coyle over here. See how she likes that. He probably doesn't. Oh, yeah, that +1. All right, put Coyle there. Move Shore here. I think he's got the fitter face-offs. I would assume 75. Actually, they're about even. Both 75. But Coyle should be the better player there as well. I hope Shore is struggling. Do we have another guy that we can throw? I know we have Case for Kel. Getzlaff, Fowler, Henrique. I don't think we have anybody else that we can possibly take a look at the skaters real quick. See what we got here. Getzlaff, can't do that. Can't do Kel. So Gustafsson in there. He could play on the power play. Is he on a power play unit anywhere? He is not. We might go double D-men here. So Gustafsson on the second unit. I want to get Gustafsson some playing time. He definitely needs to be playing. Maybe we'll swap Fowler with Gustafsson. How's Gustafsson looking? 8 points. Fowler has 2 points. He had no business being on the power play unit. So we'll throw him there. We'll go with that. We'll go 2 D-men on the second power play unit just to see how she goes there. See if that improves us a little bit. Let's take a look at that power play percentage real quick just before we jump into some more games, just to make sure we are improving to an extent there. If we're not improving, that was terribly bad decision, obviously. There. So let's go take a look at this. We have a power play percentage of point percentage. And Ducks, we are right here. Oh, geez, we are terrible on a power play. 14%, almost as bad as the Oilers at 8%. Are you guys not scoring goals with whatever his name is, McDavid and Draisaitl playing together? I don't know. Great question. Here we go. Another month in the books. We'll sum up a couple months here. This should be it. This should be the team. I feel good about this. 1 extra addition. I don't know if that's the secret sauce, but we're in a semi-weak division where we can win games. There's a 10-7 win, 2-1. Again, low scoring, getting blown out there against Detroit. Another low scoring one, 4-1. There's some goals finally. Overtime loss. That's a point, though. That's a point. We're getting points in every game here in the last week, and I bring it up. We lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning, which ain't a big deal. Don't mind losing to the Lightning one bit. 3-1 against, or 3-1 versus the Arizona Coyotes. Decent season now, I think. I think we're doing all right for just adding a few bottom 6 type guys and Charlie Coyle, of course. We are doing all right here. Minnesota, that is an overtime loss. Again, it's a point, though. 2-1. See those low-scoring games, like against the Kings. I feel like we got to beat teams like the Kings, and we're not. We're just, the scores are low. 4-0 again. We're going to do some renovating here. 6-2. There's a couple more wins, though. When we're losing, though, the good thing is we're losing, and we're losing by low-scoring games. So I think that's an easier fix than having a terrible defense. Go out there and mix a few things up on the offensive side. But we're 24-12. I'm over here contemplating how bad our team's playing. 24-12 is nothing to be upset about. Actually, we're going to go another month. Let's go one more month. We're playing fantastic hockey. No reason to worry about anything right now. 4-3 against the Blues there. Big one. Losing at Nashville, winning the back-to-back, though, or the back of the back-to-back in Carolina. Good game there, 27-14-7. Quite a few overtime losses. So we brought that up before, though. Points are points. Gotta be happy about getting those points. 29-16. There's a couple losses. 3 straight, actually. We got to get off this snide there. 4 straight. Beating those Toronto Maple Leafs. Raquel, still 50 points this year. Having a great season. 30-17. Where are we at in the division? Top of the division. There we go. Cruising along. Goals per game is now up to 2.78. That's much better than before, I think. Right? It was like 2.46. Goals for is 2.51. Going down or going up, but it's still best in the division there. Look at the power play, 18.5. I think we was, about 12 before, so the power play is definitely improving. Like what I'm seeing there. 80% on the PK. That could be a little bit better, it looks like. It's middle of the pack, though. 80%. It's not terrible. We are about 5th in the league as far as the PK is concerned. If there's one area we can work on, It will be that. We'll sim up a few more games, though. 80%. We'll see how she does. That penalty goes down. We'll work on that PK. But right now, team's playing great. Nothing to really worry about changing up here. We'll sim up to this trade deadline, see how she goes. We only have about a week and a half, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. I always forget the trade deadline. Is it the 3rd or the 25th? They always put that line on the wrong side. I always feel like that's the top line, but it's definitely probably not. I think it's the trade deadline. Couple more wins, though. There we go. Losing to the Blues 6-3. Getting worked. 6-3 over the Vancouver Canucks, though. 33-19. Boys, I am very concerned that we can get to this late push here and the wheels start to fall off. Again, 3 losses in a row. That's what's concerning me. 33-22. Only a few games, so it's going to be a small sample size to look at here. Raquel is cooling off 4 points in those about 8 games or so. So definitely could use a little bit of work there. It's all right. It's all right. We'll be all right, though. Still top of the division. 74 points. Got a cushion there. 4-point lead on Calgary. But it is a tight race. Vegas 69, LA 68. So we want to make sure we win these games here to end it. Goals per game, it's still going up. The goals against, though, 2.65. We had a rough couple weeks there. Like I said, was it the penalty kill, though? No, the penalty kill's up to 81.5, so it actually got better. But the defense did start struggling a little bit there. Let's see who's been riding a struggle bus over here in the plus-minus department. Somebody's been killing us, and I don't know who it is. It is Larson, -7, 10 points, 63 games played. He's the worst player on his team. As far as points are concerned, he has 10 of them. We just brought that up. What are you talking about? 3.3%. 1 game winning goal, though. Good for him. He's only logging 12 minutes, but he's been struggling even in those 12 minutes. 41 giveaways, 11 takeaways. You can't have that as a defenseman. That's just unacceptable. That is crazy bad. 41-11. Let's see what we can do here. 79 on Larson. Let's take a look at the AHL defenseman. Maybe we consider calling up the AHL boy. That was playing great to start the year. I don't even know who it was now. Is it Weidman? It was Mahura. Mahura has 30 points. +8. Solid defenseman. What's his overall? 77. Depth defenseman. Potential top 4. So he doesn't want to. He's not ready to play yet for the third line. But he's logging 23 minutes a night. Much better. 42 giveaways by 21. So it's not much better. But it's there. I think what we can do is maybe look for a guy in the trade again. A cheaper defenseman. We're talking 79, 80 overall range here. And if he struggles, we can call up the guy from the AHL if we have to. I'm looking at Kulikov here. I don't know. The stats are appealing. 11 ±. That's got me going right now. Kulikov's ± has got me very interested. We'll take a look at his other stats here. 14 minutes a night. So he's kind of used to playing that role there. 42 giveaways by 19. That's better. 55 block shots, 75 hits. Better than what we got. Top 6 defensemen is his role, so he's used to ready to play on that third line. That's not going to hurt him. The top 6 defensemen is his potential. Again, a guy 1 year left on his contract as well. Little bit of salary to work with there, but I wonder how much of that's actually going to be affected here. Again, I'm not too sure about that. Let's take a look here. Add some draft picks. It shouldn't take much for. I had to guess maybe a third. Do you want more than that? It's the end of the year. I hate how it keeps telling us we're over the roster limit. Let's throw on. Who do you guys want, Winnipeg? You see anybody you like? Oh, you like Patrick Eaves, do ya? There you go. Have him. Rejected. Things called a salary. Trade block. Please consult the trade block in the right city. Left blown ballpark. Oh, wow. That was rude. I thought maybe he was going to talk about possibly acting like I'm trying to trade for Jesus himself or something. But I thought maybe they was going to tell us they didn't want to retain that salary. Let's go with a 4th and a 5th as well. If we throw that in there, is that in the ballpark? We're like tripling the trade salary. The Winnipeg Jets are in win part ways what you requested from us unless you are willing to give us something spectacular. We're getting Kulikov, man. You are throwing him on your third line, and all we are asking for is young Kulikov. We'll throw in a 3rd round draft pick. That is way too much, but that's what you got to do in this game. Is you got to overpay to get players. So we got to roster moves and best moves. That's probably what we do here, unless that is. I think it's an AHL guy. Let's go to edit lines and find out here real quick. Yes, it is perfect. Oh, it's not. What happened? Did I just kick on Ryan Kessler by accident? Did I miss that? No, back to edit lines. I either missed Kessler or he just got benched. I am not really sure which one it is. Substitute in all lines. I'll put you here and see what happens. I swear I missed Kessler. Kessler. Best lines. We're gonna go best lines here. Yeah, I did not click on Kessler. Okay, he's an AHL. Whatever. You know what, Kessler? How have you been playing? -1. You know what? You've been solid, though. You might come back up the AHL. Who told you to put Kessler in the AHL, though? Ryan Grant does not want to play here. He has no business at all. Let's check out the stats, though. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll work. Nice. 81 in face-off drop. I want Kessler up here. I had to bring Kessler back up to the big leagues here real quick. I don't know why they sent him down there. All right, we got him back in there. Perfect, fantastic defense. We have Larson. You are getting walked out the door, my friend. We're going to put Kulikov in your spot. This is it. There we go. Got it up to a +1, too, so they did like that. So that is just the team we want to settle with going into playoffs. It is not a... I want to do this differently this year. Right? Like I said, you guys, again, it's the first episode. We can always mix it up. But I want to do it a little bit differently this year where we try not to go for every big superstar, where we just try to make some minor changes to make this a playoff team. I think this could be about the best we could do right here without making any ginormous changes. I feel like we're winning games. We're playing great. So let's go and do this. We'll make that defensive change, and that's about it. We'll hope this brings us to playoffs. We're first place in a division right now, so we should be able to ride this out. We'll see how she goes. We have about a month of hockey left to play. If we can about 10 games, we'll be good. Here we go. Edmonton overtime. Still a point. Pittsburgh, tough opponent. That's a loss. 6-3. A big loss to an ugly loss. Team that's cruising with the L's lately. I don't know what we changed, but we are just getting demolished. There's a 4-1 win. Thank you. We'll give them a little bit of time here. Work the rust out. Maybe it's just a bad stretch. It is more than a bad stretch. We have to stop. 4-2. We are still second place in a division. You know what? How's the points looking? We are 80. That is not our division. Yeah, you want to show us our division? Yeah? What do you think about showing us our division? How about this division we are in? That'd be cool, huh? There you go. Thank you. That was just what I was looking for. We have 82 points and the Kings have 70 and 80. We are just right on the doorstep here. We'll sim up one more game. One more game. We got to beat Vancouver. That was a big game. We had to win, and we lost 4-3. Okay, we are getting demolished. I don't know what we changed. It was not a good idea. Raquel is just falling to pieces. He was playing so great halfway through the season. That's part of it. Raquel getting demolished over there. What happened? Was it the penalty kill, the goals against? What happened? Just talk to me, EA. 2.79. It was the goals against just keeps on rising. I thought we fixed that, but it's getting worse. Bad goaltending, maybe? Penalty kill is better. So the penalty kill is good. I can't really change much besides that. I don't know if we're letting our backup play too much or what, but there is something going on here that should not be going on. Let's take a look at the goal. It's the last stretch of the season. We don't need to rotate goalies, so we can turn that off if there's a problem here. He's playing 13 games. He's 7-5. He's done. He ain't playing no more. I can't risk him playing any more games. Gibson's going to play every game. At the end of the day, you're sub 900, and we need to make sure we win these games. We might not even make playoffs right now. This is incredible. We had such a hot start to the season. I think we rode the back of Raquel. I think that was our thing here, and we was just assuming that Raquel would continue doing what he's doing all year. And now that he's slowed down a little bit, the offense is slowing down. But again, I think the thing is, too, the goals are coming, and the defense is struggling. Maybe Gustafsson was the wrong answer because he's an offensive guy. I thought he'd help on the offensive side. But maybe that's part of the problem, too, is he's hurting us on the defensive side. But we need to win these games. These are huge games. Big overtime win against the Oilers and Calgary. There we go. Reeling them off. Got to be Vancouver. 3-game win streak. 4-game win streak. The boys coming in clutch to end the season on absolute fire. Winning 5 of 6. Gonna make the playoffs perfect. Absolutely perfect. Just what we needed to do. We're going to take a look at the standings real quick. See what we did finally. Finish everything up. But we're going to get the Kings in a first round. This should be interesting. Raquel, you heard me. 8 points there to end that stretch. 42, 30, and 10. Great end of the season over here. 94 points, 93 for the Kings. We need every bit of that, though, to make sure we had the home ice advantage. We're going to get the Kings in a first round. Nonetheless, got a better goals for per game, goals allowed per game. It went back down. Now it was important, too. We've seen the goals allowed per game. Power plays up to close to 20%. So we're not going to mess with anything else. 83% of the PK. All the categories have been going up for the most part this year. The goals against is the main concern there, but we'll see what we can do here. We got the Kings in the first round. LA coming in hot. Let's get these two out of the way. The 2 home games. Game number 1 is an L. Game number 2 is an L. And I was just talking about the boys coming in hot, and they are cooling off rather quickly. Game number 3. Big win in LA. Can we pick up a second one in LA? We need to go back there and tie this series up. Overtime loss. This could be it. The LA Kings are 1 game away from beating our Anaheim Ducks in the first round. Big clutch win. That's a win. That's a 5-4 W. Game in LA. We gotta win in LA. Here we go. Big win. Game 7. The Ducks known to reel off some victories in their time here. Getting hot right at the right time to see if they can do it again here. They need to win 3 straight against the Kings. No easy task. Period number 1 is all but complete. Goals by Silverberg. Goal by Jeff Carter. Period number 2. Oh, it's a blowout. Thanks for playing. Kopitar, Kempe, Ladu. It was great. It was great while it lasted, but this team looks like it is all but shot. Down 2 goals. Power play Ducks, though. Don't count them out yet. These boys got some fight. They couldn't get anything on that power play, though, and that's going to kill it. Got 2 goals to go. There is one. Ducks down just a goal with 7 minutes left. Henrique with the goal there. Good for Henrique. Ducks tie it. Ducks tie the game. 4th period. Ryan Getzlaf. What in the heck is this? Pardon me. Pardon me. I don't know how to stop the sim, but look at that goal. Henrique from the, I would like to say opposite side, because I don't think that Getzlaf scored from the same side Henrique scored. I don't think the goal is on the right side is my point here. Overtime nonetheless. Ducks. Kings. Ducks tied it. Here we go. Overtime. Let's do this. Big game. Power play Ducks. There's a hit up at the top of the point. Nothing doing on that power play. Ducks not gonna score. Shot on net. No thing to another big crazy shot. They're like just throw anything on at this point. Big saves though. Look at Ryan Getzlaf trying to get in on Johnny Quick. Quick is having none of it. We have about 10 minutes left. Continuous overtime. Power play Kings. Can the Ducks kill it off? They ain't even getting a shot. Stifled them on that power play. Good for the Ducks. There's a big hit up there, the blue line. Ducks got to try to get something going here. We may be going to a second overtime. They came back from down 4-2. Can they go ahead, though, and do what they got to do to get the game winner? Power play Kings. Kings gonna come up empty-handed once again. We are going to a second period. Here we go. Double overtime thriller in Anaheim, and it's going to be the Kings. The Kings are going to do it. Double overtime. Alec Martinez. Bad shot angle there. Something Gibson's got to say. Possible redirect, but nonetheless, our Ducks, we made playoffs. And we had a pretty good season, I think. I think we played pretty well. We just couldn't get the job done at the end of the day. That's going to conclude this video, though, guys. If you enjoyed it, a big thumbs up, a big subscribe. Always appreciate it. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.